Hello, this is Sabato Ramba with another session of information from the Equatoria Advocacy Foundation, the Director for Resource Mobilization and Project Planning. Today I'm coming to clarify information that our agents will be giving candidates in various states. So if you are an agent already, or if you would desire to become an agent voluntarily, contribute this organization, register candidates for the Equatoria Advocacy Foundation, please pay close attention. This is the application form. This is how it looks like, and when you look at the top here, it says application form, and then it says state of blank, registration numbers blank to blank, application applicant personal data, full name blank, registration number blank, birth date blank, email blank, it is optional, and then a declaration. Now before I come to the declaration, I would like to clarify that if you are an agent, for example, you are an agent who registers candidates here in the state of Utah. In the state of Utah, you will write state of, then you write Utah here in this blank. Registration numbers. Utah has been assigned numbers that run from 161, which you write here, to 107. These are 10 numbers. That means these are 10 forms, each number for a form. Now, next, applicant personal data. The candidate will put her full name and the registration number here. Now, the registration number here gets assigned by the agent, and let me explain how that works. For example, an agent in the state of Utah. Numbers in the state of Utah run from 161 to 170. So the first girl who comes and registers, let us say, suppose the girl's name is Mary. Mary comes, Mary registers her name here in full, that is first, middle, initial, last. If Mary is the first lady or girl who has come to register, Mary would obtain the number 161 because the numbers run from 161 to 170. So the first girl to come, that is Mary, gets 161. The second to come will get 162. The third one to come will get 163. The fourth one will get 164. And it will just continue like that all the way to 107. We don't expect 10 we don't expect 10 candidates in one state, so we have pretty much assigned 10 forms. However, if there is any incident when a state happens to be able to register more than 10, there is a way of going to the number 11. Number 11 will be 161. Then you put UT. Number 12 will be 162 UT. 13 will be 163 UT. This is how these numbers are assigned. So once the number is assigned, then the applicant puts her birth date and puts an email, which is optional. As far as the birth date is concerned, we expect the applicant to be aged between 17 and 31. That is 18 years and above. If you are 18 years and above and 30 years and less, so you are between 17 and 31. So now on the declaration, the agent will allow Mary to fill up this declaration saying, I, Mary, blah blah, declare running for the Miss Equatoria beauty pageant in Phoenix, Arizona on May 2nd, 2020, and shall comply with the conditions of the contest. I am an Equatorian. I'm above 17 years and also under 31, as I've said, years. I agree to pay a non-refundable contesting fee of $100 and shall collect $500 only upon winning the Miss Equatoria beauty pageant. That is, a contestant who pays $100 to contest then collects $500 upon winning Miss Equatoria beauty pageant. I certify that I have provided true and correct information above, and that the information shall not be shared with a third party. We'll maintain your information confidential. It's not going to go anywhere. Now, methods of payments. A candidate can pay either cash, $100, to the agent, or make a direct deposit to Chase Bank, and the name of the organization, of course, is Equatoria Advocacy Foundation, and the account number is here. Now, in the event the applicant pays the money cash, the agent takes the money and immediately assigns the registration number. Depending on whether the candidate is the first to pay or the second or the third, the number will go here. And then when you look down here, it says for official use only, candidate copy. So the agent will eventually assign, this is the same number, is going to be written here. Contestant registration number is going to be here. And then the contestant name is going to appear here in full. And then name of issuing person. So if here in Utah, for example, Nelly Matayo is your agent, then she puts her name over here, and she dates over here, and she signs over here. All right. And then when you look here, it says cut. Then the agent is going to fold this and then cut it. Either tear it carefully or cut it with a razor, and then give this below section to the candidate. That's why it says candidate copy. So the below section here belongs to the candidate. Now, in the event the candidate pays the money by card, or makes a direct deposit rather, then what is going to happen is the candidate must retain a receipt of a deposit, which is deposited to this account, and then show it to the agent. Upon showing the receipt to the agent will immediately assign the registration number to the candidate. And this registration number, of course, is going to be the number that is going to show up on the ribbon that the candidate will be wearing on that day. So the number will be assigned, and eventually the receipt, which is this copy, the lower section, will be given to the candidate, and the candidate retains it. It's very important that the candidate retains this receipt. And it's very important also that the candidate, after making a direct deposit, brings the proof of deposit to the agent, because without a proof of deposit, and only just by word of mouth that I've deposited money, the agent will then not issue the registration number until the agent would call me, so that I will go to Chase Bank and verify any deposit made by name XY. If Mary, for example, comes and just claims to Nelly Mataya that I've already made a deposit, I want a number, then Nelly will call me. Then I will have to go to the bank and check if Mary really did such kind of a deposit. Now, instead of going through that hassle, it will just be easier if Mary had retained the receipt, so that as soon as she shows the receipt to Nelly, then Nelly issues the registration number, which appears here and also appears here. And of course the lower section would go to Mary. Now there is a disclaimer. We will only refund money in full if this occasion has not happened, which is unlikely to happen. This occasion is going to happen for sure. It is unlikely that it will not happen. And we will also refund money in full if we change the date from May 2nd, 2020, which I don't think is going to happen. We have already chosen that date. That day is going to remain. So basically, this is it for the information. Now, if you live in the state of Utah, you run from 161 to 170. If you live in the state of Kansas, for example, your number will run from 51 to, let me see, Kansas 51 to 60. All right, and you apply the same technique. If you live in Arizona, for example, Arizona goes here, and Arizona is from 01 to 10. Apply the same technique. If you lived in Michigan, for example, your numbers run from 81 to 90, and you apply the same technique. So it's not complicated. It's very easy. All I'm appealing to youth here is that I would love to see youth volunteering to become agents in order to register contestants. I don't know if I've mentioned to you that an agent would register individuals, and the 6th individual that's going to be registered, the money goes to the agent, and then starting from the 7th to the 10th, the money will be negotiated between the agent and the organization. We don't want the agents to spend their time working for free. Now, contact informations are Sabato Ramba at 801-674-3851, or you can call DJ Bago. He is a DJ in Phoenix, Arizona at 602-487-8173. He has volunteered to work with us so that he helps out with the process in Phoenix, Arizona.